Well, if it isn't good old YouTube. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Framecodes, and today what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be teaching you guys how to make a door that opens when you click it in Roblox Studio. I'm sure you guys have played so many games and you guys have encountered this so many times. You walk up to a door, you click it, and it opens. But today's video is going to be a little bit cooler. We're not just going to have it instantly snap open. We're going to have it have a nice gradual animation open, okay? So it's going to, slowly open. So it kind of looks more, well refined and adds a little nice finesse to your game. In Workspace, we'll get right into it. In Workspace, we're going to make two things, okay? We're going to make a part and we're going to make another part. And we're going to call our first part our door. Of course, make it make it look relatively like a door. And I'm not going to do this, but you guys can. You can make it, like have a nice little frame as an exterior if you want. It is genuinely all up to you, okay? We're not going to anchor the door, by the way. I will explain that to you later. And make the color just, kind of look like a nice little door. Play it, just make sure you get everything right. And yeah, that looks enough like a door. We could even make it a little bit more skinny for our players, so it looks more like a door. I think that probably best mirrors a door. Yeah, I'd say that looks enough like a door that we could walk through, right? So there is our door currently. Also inside of our workspace, we're gonna, as I said, make another part. This is going to be our door hinge. If you are familiar with the physics or whatever of a door, I don't know what to call it. You just know that a door opens to the left or right. Sometimes an elevator door opens. We're not doing an elevator door. I won't even explain that. Yeah, but this is just how a door works. You need to have a hinge that's kind of attached. Make your hinge very, very thin, as thin as possible, and make it the same height as your door and the same depth as your door, okay? So our hinge, you can keep it as the same color if you want, but I'm personally gonna make mine transparent so players don't see it. You can always have the choice to leave it non-transparent, but I'm just going to make it transparent. So we want to set transparency as being true, and we also want to set can't collide as being false. Because at the end of the day, when we're making our hinge, we don't really want the hinge to have anything to intersect with the door, you know what I mean? Or intersect with the player. But you can keep door as having can't collide as on. That's the normal thing, okay? So inside of our hinge, now that we have both our transparent hinge and our door, inside of our hinge, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. We've not really done this before. I did some research. It's called a weld constraint. So a weld constraint is just basically what allows it to kind of, I want to say, get connected to the door. It'll make sense once you see the animation, okay? But within weld constraint now, that is, again, make sure it's in your hinge, go to the part O and part 1, okay? Or part 0, my bad. Part 0 and part 1, I just call it part O. Go to part O, and you want to select door. It's going to give you a nice little option. It's kind of cool. You click it, and then it just lets you select, okay? Part 1 now is going to be hinge. So again, make sure part 0 is set to being door, and part 1 is set to being hinged. This is, it's a part where people miss, and that might be why a lot of people don't get that nice clean animation. So in your hinge, what you also want to do is make a click detector, okay? This click detector is going to be, again, what players can do to press it or click it and get the door to open in a nice way, okay? But what you've all been waiting for is the script, okay? This will be called our door open script, okay? Make sure it is inside of your hinge. Do not place it inside of your door. Again, all of this stuff that we're doing is inside of a hinge, okay? This is what gets everything to look nice. So I'm going to type the code for you guys right now, and yeah, I will take the code for you guys. Okay, so here's all that you need to have for your script. It's very simple. Make sure to take a picture of it or make sure to write it down, whatever you guys want to do to get your game going. So here's our door. Here's the script that's going to let our door open, and let's try it out. So as you can see right here, it moves open. I should have moved it back a little bit more, but you know, you can always set it as not having like not to be so close to where a player spawns. You know, sometimes as you probably can tell in games like Piggy, you know, in games like Piggy, sometimes I find like with the house map, you spawn kind of close to the door. But my point is that you know, Minitoon was managed to do a good job at making it not being can't collide. So, anyways, I'm getting off track. Today, I told you we were doing the door open, and we managed to do it. So here's our door. It opens perfectly, and you can literally close it behind you. And I would suggest making a frame around it to make it just kind of cooler. You know what I'm saying? You could even make the door a little thinner. I think that's a little bit better. So it looks more like a door. Yeah, that's a better looking door. I didn't realize it was so big. But yeah, you open the door opens, and then you can close the door. You can always put a little doorknob as a cool little effect. And yeah, that's a very cool way to make your door. Again, if you want, you can always make a little bit of a frame around it so it looks even more like a real door. But again, for this video, I wanted to give you guys the basic way to make a door that opens on Roblox Studio. So yeah, if you guys enjoyed this video, consider leaving a like. Make sure to subscribe, and I will catch you guys on the next epic video. Comment what else you want me to maybe play. Not play, I mean code. Yeah. All right. Thanks for sticking around, guys. Peace out.